You guys, buckle up because I have some piping hot tea that proves one thing for sure. The critics can hate it, but if the people are watching, you're winning. We need to talk about the show that has everyone divided. On one side, you have every TV critic in Hollywood sharpening their knives, and on the other side, you have millions of viewers, a giant pile of cash, and the unstoppable force that is Kim Kardashian. That's right, Hulu has officially renewed All's Fair for a season 2. And the story behind this renewal is the perfect example of how in 2025, star power and audience engagement can completely drown out the haters. Let's get right into the messy part, because that's why we're here. The reviews for this show? They weren't just bad, my friends. They were a bloodbath. We're talking a certified rotten, barely there 3% on Rotten Tomatoes. 3%! I've seen leftover kale that had a higher approval rating. But here is where the plot thickens. While the critics were writing their scathing think pieces, the rest of us were apparently glued to our screens. This show didn't just do okay. It became Hulu's biggest scripted original series premiere in 3 entire years. Let that sink in. It pulled in a massive 3.2 million views globally in its first 3 days alone. So, what does that tell us? It tells us that Kim Kardashian has the power to make people press play, regardless of what some guy at a newspaper thinks. And you know what? Hulu listens to those numbers, not the tomatometer. And can we just talk about how Kim is handling the backlash? She is not hiding in a corner, guys. She is leaning in. She went on Instagram and trolled the entire internet with the most sarcastic caption of the year, writing, "Have you tuned into the most critically acclaimed show of the year?" I screamed. The audacity, the nerve, the sheer, unadulterated gag of it all. But it gets better. The legendary Oscar-nominated queen, Glenn Close, who is also in this show, decided to get in on the fun. She posted a parody drawing referencing her iconic movie, Fatal Attraction, calling it Critic Bunny Stew. She is literally cooking the critics in a pot. When Glenn Close is joining you in your trolling era, you know you've won the narrative. Okay, for those of you living under a rock, let me give you the rundown. All's Fair is a Ryan Murphy-produced legal drama, which is code for expect over-the-top drama, insane plot twists, and a cast so star-studded it's blinding. Kim plays Allura Grant, a powerhouse lawyer who gets fed up with the boys' club and starts her own all-female divorce firm with Naomi Watts and the absolutely iconic Niecy Nash Betts. But of course, this is Ryan Murphy. So the personal drama is even messier than the cases. Ready for this? Teyana Taylor plays Kim's assistant, Milan. And what is she doing? Oh, just secretly sleeping with Kim's on-screen NFL husband, played by Matthew Noska. The betrayal, the scandal. It's giving, you stole my case file and my man, and I am so here for it. And the rival? None other than the queen of Ryan Murphy-verse herself, Sarah Paulson, playing a fierce competitor lawyer. It's a recipe for success, honey. But here's the behind-the-scenes tea that you might not know. How did this even happen? How does a reality TV mogul become the star of a Ryan Murphy legal drama? It all started with a dinner set up by Disney bigwig Dana Walden. Ryan Murphy himself said he wanted to meet Kris Jenner, the mastermind, the momager, the real star of everything. So he pitches them a reality show. And in the ultimate plot twist, Kris and Kim were like, meh. But that meeting planted the seed. It led to Kim's role on American Horror Story, Delicate, which proved she could handle scripted TV, which then led to Ryan creating this entire show as a starring vehicle for her. That, my friends, is what we call a full-circle divine universe moment. And in true Kim K fashion, she's using this whole experience as a life lesson. After famously not passing the California bar exam recently, she's out here telling Deadline that this show proved to her that there's really no limitations in life. She said, "I never felt like I had to be stuck in a box. What's the worst that can happen? Just go for it." So, what do you think, my gorgeous gossip squad? Are you team critic or team viewer? Have you binged All's Fair yet? And are you living for the messy drama? Do you think this marks a new era for Kim K in Hollywood? Spill all your thoughts, tea, and opinions down in the comments below. I live for our conversations. If you loved this deep dive into the tea, don't be shy. Show this video some love. Give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow gossip lovers, and subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss a drop of the celeb tea. Until next time, stay shady.